Puppy Pot and Chill 724. This is gonna be a long one. Buckle up, kids. There's a lot going on. And I took a couple of days off for the holidays. So I let a bunch of news kind of pile up. So, needless to say, I've got a lot to go through. I'm already high. I already started smoking, so let's take a hit, and then I'll jump into it. Shall I? Shall I? All right. Oh, this is so good. All right. Like I said, Puppy Pot and Chill 724. Omicron symptoms that, according to Biden, are life-threatening, and the reason people should get booster jabs and vaccine was designed for it. They're using fear again. Omicron apparently is like extremely mild, even though it's easily transmissible. In other words, everybody's going to get it, but nobody's going to even know they got it. Like, for all the hospital visits that are Omicron related, most of them are incidental, which means they go in for a broken arm to find out that they got COVID. They don't even know they got COVID. It's so mild. Or they go in because, they broke their finger and they find out that they got COVID. It's not that COVID is bringing these people in, and the hospitals are not being overrun, no matter what Biden claims. Call your hospitals. That's what I did. Called them and asked them. And I didn't call just Spokane area. I called hospitals from here all the way over to Seattle and all the way over to Montana. Now, there were hospitals in Seattle that were near capacity, but none of it had to do with anything about COVID. A lot of it had to do with injuries from violence from the lockdown, not COVID. God damn it. I love this. So, the Omicron Persei 8 variant is here. And it's not life-threatening like they want you to believe. They want to scare you into getting that booster, I guess, that's not even designed for the Omicron variant. I mean, you can go ahead and get the boost. They say it'll make it so that the symptoms are mild, but from everything I've read, the symptoms are mild. If you don't get what that means that even if you don't get the jab, the symptoms are going to be mild. Like I said, a lot of people don't even know they have it. It's not even as bad as a common cold, apparently, to like 98% of the people out there. But Biden wants to scare you into getting that other fucking jab. And it has nothing to do with protecting you. It's about power. They don't give a flying fuck about you. Yeah, Biden says that if you don't get the vax, you're going to have a long winter of hospitals and killing your family. And no, it's the fact that he's doing this is just why would a sitting president do that? I want you to think about it. Why? Why would a sitting president do that? Power. If he really cared about the people, never mind. Fuck it. Let's keep moving on. Yeah, I already said that hospitalization is very low. Here's the scary part. Only 99.98% of the people will recover completely. That's sadly 0.02% will succumb to COVID. That's how horrible this is. 99.8% of the people fully recover. And I have a feeling like 90% don't even know they got it. Biden's just using fear as a tool to control people. He's a lying fucking piece of shit that fucks everything up. Everything he's touched, he's fucked up. The obviousness of the lies and bias and the goalpost moving has gotten more and more to the point where even the simplest, most basic person sees the left for the assholes that they really are. And the people are not going to take it anymore. It's shown by all the peaceful demonstrations by hundreds of thousands of people all over the world that isn't being reported by the mainstream media. It's really funny. You can dig and look, and you can find all these protests going on all over the world, in Austria, in Australia, in Italy, in the UK. All these fucking places have these massive peaceful demonstrations where people are marching in the street, not rioting and burning down buildings and busting windows. And no, these are people who are peacefully marching in the street because they're tired of the lockdown and the overlords that are making all these demands and taking away people's freedoms. People have had it. They're not going to take it anymore. Just like that Quiet Riot song. They're not going to take it anymore. More COVID bullshit news. However, we're going to keep going. An ignorant Delta Flyer passenger was arrested for punching an 80-year-old man, pushing him around, while this old man had his mask down while he was eating on a plane, and then this woman spit in his mouth. That's how fucking off the hook insane the left is becoming. Do what they say or they will lose their fucking shit on you. I mean, this woman got arrested, but still, this 80-year-old man had to put up with this woman fucking doing this to him. This is bullshit. Boy, I got cottonmouth bad. This is some good shit, Maynard. Anyway, like I said, that fucking animal female piece of shit spit in the man's mouth. What the fuck is wrong with these social justice warrior leftists and their self-entitlement that they feel they need to tell you what to do and get so mad that they spit in your mouth, what gives them the right to feel like they can do this? Well, the Republican right is let them go unchecked. You know, most of them are conservatives like me. They believe in freedom of speech. They believe people should be able to say whatever they want. But then these leftists just lose their fucking mind, take it too far, and start fucking touching people, hitting people, and spitting in their mouth. Fucking, what's wrong with you guys? I mean, Jesus Christ. TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome. There is a reason it was called derangement syndrome. It's because people are losing their fucking minds over ignorant shit. These are mentally challenged, small-minded, ignorant, knuckle-dragging, window-licking, just stupid motherfuckers. I'm firmly believing that the Democratic left is just too stupid to save. Let them go. They will eat themselves and destroy themselves from the inside out just with their fucking spiraling ignorance. Fuck the stupid crazy fucks. They no longer function for the herd and the people. They function for themselves and what they can attain, how much power they can grab. They're no longer for the people. It's all for themselves. They don't care about you. If you don't believe me, stop listening to what they say and watch what they do. Alright? Oh my God! The global warming, we're all fucked, and the rising water levels within 10 years, we're all going to be dead. And yet these motherfuckers go out and buy beachfront property. Alright? Just do a little bit of looking. Watch them. Stop listening to them. Because every time they're running their mouth, it's not the truth. If their lips are moving, they're lying. Dr. Fauci says no to the New Year's Eve parties, saying too detrimental, super spreader. Now I'm not 100% sure, but I've heard that he's gearing up to go to his own New Year's Eve party. So once again, it's rules for thee, not for me. Do as you're told. Alright? Just do as you're told. Don't worry about what they're doing over there. They're the elites. They don't get sick. They don't need to wear masks. They can throw parties. But you motherfucker, you do as you're told. Yeah, fuck Fauci. And let's go Brandon. And for those that don't get it, fuck Joe Biden. Yay, free speech. If you don't want to be poor, you need to pick better lottery numbers. Business cancels a deal over vax bullshit saying, fuck you, we'll take the loss. This business, there is a deal where this business was going to do a deal, and it got down to the point where it was about the vaccines and what had to be done about the vaccines and who had to get them and who didn't have to get them and blah, blah, blah. And the company was like, you know what? If you're going to force vaccines and make it difficult, we'll pass. We don't need the millions that bad. We'd rather not work with you. Fuck you. Good for them. I mean, I can't afford to, cancel a deal worth millions, but This person could, and they did. Saying, fuck your vaccine. I don't want to work with you. Good for them. I'm getting so high. Omicron per CIA causes 6,000 flight cancellations. Christmas was fucked. This show's gonna happen. I mean, I kept telling you it's easily transmissible that everybody's gonna get it. I didn't think that they'd shut everything down like that, though, and fuck up Christmas. I mean, here's the deal. A lot of people got the Omicron variant. They tested positive for it. Well, since they tested positive, they weren't allowed to work. It's not that they couldn't work. As a matter of fact, I have a feeling most of them were at work and they were told, you got to go home. You tested positive for Omicron. But I don't feel sick. Yeah, but you got the Rona. But I need to work. No, we don't want you here. But thousands of people won't be able to go anywhere and Christmas will be fucked. Yeah, we're the government. We don't give a fuck. Go home. And that's probably what happened. Now, I'm not for sure, but God, that feels right. Here we go. Sorry about your holiday getting fucked up. It's going to keep happening until we get herd immunity. And it shouldn't take long, really. I mean, Omicron's just blazing through right now. And Joe Biden for saying, I'm not going to shut down the economy, I'm shutting down the virus. That's what he ran on. He said that many, 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 many times. And just the other day he came out and said, well, we don't have, there is no federal answer to the COVID situation. In other words, he's saying there's nothing he can do. Which is what I've been saying. I'm pretty sure we're stuck with it like the cold and the flu. We're just going to have to deal with it. Now, I don't mean lock us down. I mean, we're going to have to find and make vaccines for it and keep in check like we do with the flu. And not use it as a fear tool. But don't listen to me, I'm just a stoner. You know? Don't listen to anybody. Don't listen to mainstream media. Don't listen to me. If I say something that intrigues you, by all means, you look it up for yourself. You find out what the truth means. Mainstream media does not care about you. ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, CNN. They don't care. They have an agenda. And that agenda is to make money. Now, they do throw the news in there from time to time. But generally, there's a lot of op-eds, which is opinion editorials, and it's just somebody's opinion about what's really going on. So if you want to know what's going on, you have to dig. It's so stupid. Even Joe Rogan canceled the whole show over the vax mandate bullshit, saying if you won't let everybody in, I'm just not going to do it. It's kind of fucked. I mean, he gave the money, from what I understand, now I don't know the truth. From what I understand, he gave the money back to all the ticket holders. But for the people who couldn't get in because of the vax, because of the mandates, Joe Rogan said, fuck you. Just not going to do it. Not going to go there. So good for him. I'm sorry it fucked the people who wanted to see Joe Rogan and they couldn't. You'll have to go to a different state to see Joe Rogan, apparently. A state that It was a bit smarter in the blue state you're in. Because I'll guarantee you that's where it was. It was in a blue state. There's a fucked video running around of an Applebee's. They called the cops on a kid in New York. Cops came in and said, "Where are your papers?" Kid could not produce papers, so they threw this child out. And I believe the child's 5 years old. Couldn't eat because he didn't have vaccine papers. This is exactly what happened over in Germany. What those guys did, they start with an N, and they got that funky looking cross. This is exactly what they did. This is exactly what they did. This is exactly what they did. Now, it didn't directly hurt the child. I mean, they can go home and eat, but what if you couldn't? What if that was the only place he could eat? Then they're pretty much saying, you know, we do not care that you're a child. You're going to die from starvation because you can't be in here. And what about the people who can't get it for any medical reason? Well, we know you're disabled, and we'd really like to help, but since you don't have your papers, I guess it's just your natural time to die. This is our government. This is what they're doing to us. I never thought I'd see it happen here. Where are your papers? Really? Somebody asked me for my vaccine papers. Nobody's going to be happy in that situation. "22 minutes in. I'm sorry it's taking so long, guys. Hope you're smoking with me, getting high with me. The View wants a conservative voice on their show, but no real conservatives are willing to join The View because conservatives know that The View is a fake show. Just a bunch of stupid people running their mouth. No conservative, no real conservative wants any part of that. I wouldn't do it. That's fucking, it's just stupid. I mean, I'm sorry, Whoopi. I know a lot of people love your show. Those that can think know that you are just ignorant as fuck. You run your mouth, and what you're saying is not right, not factually correct. It's about your emotions and how you feel and blah, 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 and it's all bullshit. I'm sorry if the truth and facts hurt. And, it may seem that I'm beating, the shit out of you. But Whoopi, you've been screaming over people so they can't talk for too long. You're ignorant. No one will work with you for a reason. Kamala Harris said she would poll higher if she were a white man. So she turns to Hillary Clinton for advice on how to, become a white male, I guess? I don't know. And today, how to be a better white male in today's society? I mean, that's, by far, Hillary Clinton is who you should be learning from. You go, Kamala. you worked so hard, working your way up the political ladder as far as you can on your back for the political males. It only makes sense, to start putting in some time with the political women to see if you can get anywhere on your back with them. You never know. Good idea, good thinking. Way to think about it, Kamala. Alright, let me see here. Blah, 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 blah. I believe she's always... yeah. Alright. I'm trying to segue into Bill Clinton here, because Bill Clinton was a nasty little fuck that had a punch card and frequent flyer miles for the Lolita Express. I'm not going to tell you how I segued into it, because it doesn't matter. This is what I want to talk about. But with that segue, we move into the Maxwell trial. The verdict has been rendered. Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself. Oh, wait. Also, Maxwell was found guilty of many counts of sex trade crimes. And then a lot of the people who wrote on the old Lolita Express, their names were sealed back up in a file and stuck away, because there's a lot of elite, powerful people on that list, like Clinton, Prince Andrew, many others, and they want that list to go away. So it is. But just know, you can look it up. You can find out through the, rat methods. But you can find out who was on the Lolita Express, who abused it, who abused these children, what pieces of shit they are. Unfortunately, Maxwell, being the only surviving person that they're willing to put up on stand, is going to take the fall for all of them. She's going to fall on about 30 different blades. Like I said, for Clinton, for Prince Andrew, for a bunch of others. I think it's a shitty thing. The red states seem to be doing better and better, while the blue states get worse and worse, literally becoming shitholes that advise no one to go to. If they're in a blue state, and more specifically a large democratically run city, they're dangerous and they're shitholes. I suggest you just stay away from them. And for those people that live there, I'm sorry, you should leave. Biden polls lower. Oh my God. Biden polls lower than Vice President Kamala. Never before in the history of the United States has a president polled lower than their vice president. Let's go, Brandon. Man, he is just fucking... Roe v. Wade is yet to be overturned, but the swell of people willing to share their opinion with everyone is once again showing the world your mental illness and how bad it is. I mean, people are losing their minds over this Roe v. Wade thing. And yeah, there's a lot of bad things that could happen, okay? I mean, I think there's a lot of states out there with trigger laws, so that if it is overturned, these laws are like triggered, and immediately, like, abortions are becoming illegal in that state. And it's freaking a lot of women out. I don't blame them, because I believe in personal autonomy. It's your body. You should be able to do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. I don't like abortions, but that's about all I can say about it, because I'm not a female and it's not my body. So, Anyway, anyway, there's a lot of people voicing their opinions about the Roe v. Wade fiasco that's happening right now. Um, Women are losing their minds. Men are putting opinions out there that they should not be putting opinions on. Like I said, I don't like it, but that's all I can say about it. Other than that, it's not my body. Oh, excuse me. And the Republican rights are like a no-show. They're just not doing anything. They're just sitting on their asses, with their thumbs up their asses, doing nothing. While the Democrats are running around doing crazy shit, fucking shit up, and I don't know. Maybe this is how it's supposed to work. It doesn't seem like it works very well, but fuck, who knows? If you're in New York City, have your papers ready. Just like in Germany, the police are walking around asking people for their vaccine papers. Like I said, that video of the cops throwing that child out. A child, like I believe 5 years old. Because he doesn't have papers proving that he had vaccines. This is something they did in Germany. If you come up and ask for my papers, like I said, there's going to be problems. Politicians are making their grab for power going full fucktard in large democratically run cities, in blue states. As cops, like I said, are demanding those papers. It's all about power. And like I said, it doesn't hurt that child immediately, but what if it was the child's only means of eating? Then what? Tough shit. I guess it's your turn to pass away naturally because you don't have your papers. They're loading people on the trains, people. All right. We've seen it before. And the fact that we're seeing it now and nobody's doing anything worries me. We can look into our past and see what happened, and we can compare it to what's happening right now. And the similarities are scary. And nobody seems concerned about it. Why? We need to be scared about this. Go do a little bit of history research. Go look at who they targeted first over in Germany. They say it was their own people, and a lot of people assume that was the Jewish class. But that's not true. The first people who were targeted were handicapped. And then they went on to the Jews. Come here, buddy. God damn it. Come on. Come here. Munch, come here. Come here. Come here. What are you doing? Why are you hiding, dude? Whatever. You can see him hiding back there. I don't know what he's doing. He's acting all weird. There you go, buddy. I love you too. I love you too. We're doing the exact same thing. It's happening here. I never thought it would. It is. We need to be concerned about this. Last time it happened, it was horrible. The fact that we're not doing anything about this, or scared, or people aren't screaming in the streets, or why are we going along with this? I don't understand. Like I said, you better not ask me for my papers. They're loading into trains, people. Please pay attention before it's too late. Hush, Munch. Quit your whining. Alright, very long one, I'm sorry. 35 minutes, 36 minutes. Let's shut it down. Peace. I love you fuckers. Don't listen to me. Look it up for yourself. I want you to be smart stoners. Stay high, bitches.